Swear to God, people, if I had a blooper reel, trust me, it'd be crack full of like people knocking on my door. You know, but like seriously, guys, you have no idea like how many times I get interrupted during a video, like numerous times. So I hope you guys like the multiversal wrestling federation. It's gonna be kind of a Tuesday, Friday kind of thing. Yeah, the chairman said only Friday, but you know, I own more of the Federation than he does. Suffice it to say. You know, so he doesn't really own like, other than being somewhat of a figurehead, he doesn't own shit. But I digress. I digress, everybody. But hey, I'm in Cabana Bay, and I just want to chill for a moment. So, you're probably wondering, so what other things are you guys gonna have? Well, tonight, after my after the other stuff that I'm doing with the family's over, we got a Royal Rumble, folks, and guess who's gonna be in it other than me? We got some people that are gonna be in it. We're gonna have John Cena. I know you guys. Some of you love John Cena. I personally hate the motherfucker, but you guys are gonna get what you want. And personally, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Um, yeah. So it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool, guys. It's gonna be pretty cool. And oh yeah, John Cena's a heel in the Multiversal Federation. So if anybody really didn't want him to be a heel, I'm sorry. I mean, if you don't want him to be a heel, watch Raw or SmackDown or wherever he's at now. You know, do that. Do the doobly doos, if you know what I'm saying. But anywho, though, I'm not here to talk about my little wrestling program. I'm just here to talk, like, guys, seriously. After every day after I study, I usually come here. You're probably wondering why. Well, Cabana Bay, they got a nice bunch of people running the front desk. Certain people can be a little bit rude. Like, guys, I'll tell you this one time. I was in line. I think this was like last week. I was in line, and this one chick, what was her name? Hot Pink, Huge Pink, whatever her name was. Huge Pink. Kind of makes me think of a dirty joke right now, but I'm trying to keep it clean, guys. I'm trying to keep it clean, even though I cussed a little bit. But okay, let me say something. Let me think. Okay, all right. So I'm sitting there, and well, I was in line, and she's like, "Well, the premium room," and I'm like, and there, it was like working. Like I heard from the staff, like the premium rooms ain't working, so everybody's like has to get into a standard room. And she's like, "I was waiting all day." I'm like, I don't type anything or say anything. I'm like, lady, say what you need to say so we can get this moving. So they talked her into a premium room. The manager stepped out of the freaking this little office. Yeah, they do have a little office in there. It's pretty. Again, that's pretty clever. But so basically she got a standard room. I was kind of mad because, like, I hate, like, even in real life, I really do hate when people, like, hold up a line because they're, like, having this gigantic, supreme argument. Trust me and Ansakamaru have been in lines where that stuff was a factor. Sorry, guys. I'm trying real hard, but it's been a while since I've really tried to clean up my language during a video. So, anywho. So, yeah. Well, I guess, like I always say, guys, Just be patient when that happens. You blowing up because the line's taking godly long. You can't just blow back too. That's why I didn't do it. I ain't gonna stop you if you do. If you do, you do. But like, try and be patient. Try and be like me and be a little bit patient. Even though you're screaming on the inside, go, just go, get your room and go. Jesus. Okay, but I'm just saying. There's a week. This week I was trying to get into these. I was trying to get in my usual room here, like usual, and no one was there for like a whole week, and now since everybody's like off of work, off of school, they could work here, and I could get my room. I mean, I really do think like when people aren't here, there should be like some kind of automated system that will give you your room keys the if the actual if the actual employees are not here. I mean, it makes more sense that way to me. I believe you know that way we don't have to really worry about um, waiting and no one comes and stuff like that. I think that would work a little bit better. But then I guess you could probably make the argument if that's happening, you really don't need employees. But I think it would be a good idea just for the people who wait around like I do, hoping, praying, waiting to get in the room. Oh yeah, and also the chairman's gonna do a promo video after the wrestling is over. It's probably something like, "I will get that Bugsy, even though he's a lot handsomer than me, and even though the last time we fought, he fucked my face over." Sorry, again, trying to keep it PG, but you know me, I'm an attitude era kind of guy. This is how it is. Oh yeah, and also be forewarned, PG audience that probably watches my thing, hoping into some sort of PG wrestling show. There is blood. There is blood, and if I could, I would put swearing in it. Because guys, I'm tired of PG. I'm tired of PG and wrestling. I remember when PG actually stood for something. Now it's just like, oh, let's keep the kiddies safe. I know my wrestling show isn't doing anything in the grand scheme of things, but Jesus. Maybe one day I can show it to whoever is in charge of WWE. Just show them the numbers. Show them that people actually want to see people, faces and heels and all this stuff. And maybe just a little bit more than what we've been getting. Because I can't watch wrestling anymore. Not for real. I mean, the only thing I watch nowadays is like if Goldberg, like for Goldberg, if he's ever around, or I'd watch it I'd watch it if like Stone Cold Steve Austin came back, because I gotta admit his stuff was always entertaining. It was always pretty entertaining whenever he was around. A lot of you still wonder what do I think about Hulk Hogan. It's a very touchy subject with me. When I was little, I used to kind of look up to Hulk Hogan. But after the whole business with Gawker, I'm like, I know it was private. I know it was a private conversation. No one had the right to actually say, no one had the right to actually record him. But he did say what he said, and unfortunately, that just kind of makes me see him a little bit differently. Do I think he needed to be erased from WWE's history? Oh, hell no. Because Hulk Hogan, the character, is the person I looked up to, not freaking Terry Bollea, which is the Hulk Hogan's real name. And that is all I gotta say about that, brother. But we have I have a lot of things that I'm going to do this month. I got a lot of things, and I'm gonna stream more frequently. It's not just gonna be my little wrestling show. Oh no, there's gonna be a lot more stuff that I'm going to do for you guys. Like, wait until like summer though, and you're gonna get a lot of good stuff. You're gonna get a lot of good content from your chaotic jester. I promise you. I promise you. You know, another thing I'd like to tell you all is another thing I'd like to tell you guys is, yeah, working on almost finishing working on Rama Forever Rivals, rewriting everything, and everything looks to be cool now. I can actually kind of give you what you guys want now. Sonic Forever Rivals. I mean, Sonic Forever Rivals. Oh God, I'm making a crossover. I'm making a crossover episode. A lot of people actually want some of my other shows to cross over with each other. The only thing you could probably see that actually working is Team H and kind of Ranma Ranma Forever Rivals kind of crossover, because I don't see Sonic Freedom Fighters crossing over with Ranma Forever Rivals, because that would be kind of hard to do. Well, I wouldn't say hard to do. I wouldn't really say hard to do. But, it's just kind of a thing. A lot of people always go bugsy. Bugsy. Another thing I want to talk about, like, a lot of people always wonder, like, why do I always cuss in videos? Well, I'm sorry, guys. It's a part of who I am. Even though I'm trying to clean up my own language, it's a hard thing because I've been used to it for so long. I don't use it. I don't use it to sound edgy. I don't use it to kind of, provoke, to provoke, to offend anybody. But if I do offend somebody, that's an SJW. Well, fucking good, sir. Good, madam or sir. You need to be offended. But I just feel like the whole, like, social justice warriors nowadays are just going completely ham, like, on people that don't do shit to them. They just felt like this is the thing. This is how I see social justice warriors, guys. I feel like they just try to act like bullies to everybody. They're not doing this for the good of you, me, and everybody else. They're just doing it for themselves. That's what these feminists do too. They're just doing all this messed up shit for themselves. It's not for anybody else. It's not for you. It's not for me. It's not for anybody. They just want to They just want to get everybody on board to their way of thinking. And I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about JonTron. People brand JonTron as a Nazi just because he spoke up for what he believed in. And, I really still get mad at that. Because we should have the right to say whatever we want to say. I said that in my video, but I wanted to elaborate on that a little bit more. We should have the right to say what we need to say without people brandishing, for people branding us as like we're fucking bad people just because we have difference of opinion. I feel like the world, from where I'm standing, is kind of just going downhill because we have we just have a bunch of people that just can't, either can't take criticism, can't take other people's points of view, they just don't want to, and then they want to bully people. They want to bully people and be like, "Oh, you're white supremacist. Oh, you're a Trump fan." I'm thinking about when Scarce was looking into Philip DeFranco, and this one feminist was on his case. I'm like, "Lady, leave. him alone. Jesus, he wasn't doing anything, and then she like flipped it over and made herself into the victim. Like, lady, maybe if you didn't maybe you didn't try to browbeat and bully people, maybe you wouldn't be getting all the freaking Philip DeFranco followers on you. Jesus. You know, people always go like, Bugsy, that's wrong. No, that's not wrong. I'll tell you what is wrong. These people just going up to freaking people's Twitters, calling them out their name when they don't even know the full story, but they're always gonna follow this one person because because he or she got offended. You know, that's the kind of stuff I really just can't stand in people. Because you wanna make this world a better place, right? But you would do it at the cost of others. And that's what I hate. You would rather trample over everybody's right to say what they want than you'd rather trample over everybody's right to say what they want than just trying to understand people and trying to work together instead of always against. I know Donald Trump became president. Most people are losing their effing minds right now. But we shouldn't become freaking savages and divide ourselves even more than we already are at this point. We should try to work together. We should try to be stronger. We should try to understand people. But doing all this, this extra, it's not really gonna do anything, is it? No, it's just gonna make everything. You're just making everything a little bit harder for everybody else. Like, y'all don't care. It's all about you. It's all about how y'all feel. Y'all get triggered. You this and that and this, that, and the third. You don't care about what other people want. You really don't. You know, people. People can just claim sexual harassment for a man that was saying a dad joke. A dad joke. You know? I mean, it's like no one's allowed to be themselves anymore. Or fear persecution. I freaking had a few friends that literally had to watch what they say now to people because they're scared of this happening to them. I looked them in the eye and I said, guys, you don't have to fear this shit. Because honestly, if you guys weren't really trying to be malicious and mess up people, you got nothing to fear. I feel like when people say I feel like people like Zoe Martin or whatever her name is, they have something in their heads, like something at some point they had a point where they were mentally sound, and people like that that would just get angry over like a little thing such as a dad joke. I think something is mentally wrong with them. Like, they're unstable. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel about that. But, it is what it is. You know what I mean, guys? It is what it is. But you know what? Let me show you around. Because I'm done talking about, like, the SJWs, man. Everybody's talking about SJWs because they just won't stop being them for a minute. And look at this. This is the two beds. And I am. Okay, guys. Guys, these paintings look pretty good and pretty detailed. When you don't you think? Because I got like it. Okay, here's what I assume is supposed to be the closet. I think, or just stuff where you hang your stuff. And here's the here's the tub, and here's the toilet. I just wish in Roblox you could take craps in your freaking rooms. Like they don't have to like show it, but it'd be nice if there was like an animation your character would do when that happens. But yeah, it was like I said, this my friends is a good little server to chill out in, to just relax in, to just kind of be with your buddies and have fun. Mm, what else do I need to talk about too? A lot of you are still wondering who the chairman is. Well, I can't really say who the chairman is. I mean, it's kind of the crux of the whole like the storyline we're having now. Even though I know who he is, I can't really tell you. But I have been dropping little less than subtle hints about it, especially in the the first promo me and the chairman did together. So you pretty much can figure it out from there. I dropped a pretty big clue. But basically, yeah. And he's told me, guys, that he's gonna make every match that I'm in harder. I'm like, you're trying to learn a little bit from your playbook from Vince McMahon, or you just trying to make my matches harder for the sake of trying to get revenge on me? And I think it's both. But ain't gonna worry about that, folks, because I'm still Bugsy Man, Bugsy Man. Do you even know, man? Yeah, that was my old theme. Trust me, it works better when I actually have actual instruments accompanying what I'm saying. But yeah, most of the guys from our little federation didn't do well against the actual wrestlers, and you know, uh, King Muscle surprised me. I was like, guys, I was at ringside. I was like, oh my sweet Jesus, King Muscle's getting his butt kicked by John Cena, the man who, you know, King Muscle, the man who can lift you over his head, fling himself and you up in the air, holding you, and then slamming you down to the ground like he was a satellite that crashed into Earth's orbit. And I'm just like looking at myself like, how? The only one of my actual wrestlers that actually tried, and the only reason that there's actual wrestlers with my guys is because the chairman said it would raise our rating, which can't argue with that. I mean, no one would literally sit and watch a bunch of other characters wrestle, and instead they had like the actual wrestlers. So I kind of gave my usual response to the chairman at that point, and it was like, fine, we'll add more of the other wrestlers from the other roster. Begrudgingly, I might add. Begrudgingly, as I was biting my cigar in half. But, hey, you can't really do nothing about that now, can I? So, yeah. So, after the other thing I'm doing, and trust me, it has nothing to do with my work whatsoever. It has everything to do with the fact that I'm just doing stuff with my family, so yeah. There's that. What else do I want to say? I think, yeah, I covered the SJW stuff. I've talked a little bit about what I'm still working on. Oh, yes. You guys want to know how I feel about Peter Capaldi leaving Doctor Who in the next, and like, this year. After this year's over. I'm like, okay, here's what I really gotta say. God, man, Capaldi, no. Please, you got one. You can do this for one more year, man. You can do this for one more year. You're awesome. And a lot of people go like, Bugsy, why do you like this Doctor from? Because he did something different. I mean, not like I don't like the curious, fun-loving Doctor like Tennant and Matt Smith had. More so Matt Smith. But Capaldi was the kind of Doctor who gave no fucks on the outside, but he did care on the inside. And even then, most of the I don't give no fucks attitude kind of dissipated when he actually just when the Doctor started acting more like himself. What I hated was Clara. Because, that little exchange when the Doctor's like, I'm here, I'm him, I'm right here. I remember I said those words to you. It's like, you see me, but you don't see me. And I'm like, oh, that's not cool, Clara. That is still the Doctor you know. He's just a little bit older. Just, and I know that shit killed him inside. That killed him inside, but Claire didn't care. No, she just wanted the old, young-looking Doctor. And even Lady Vastra said that stuff, but oh no. I mean, she got used to the Doctor, and everything, but still, it just got me mad. Because all the inconsistencies with Clara is like, okay, she knows the Doctor's timeline. She knows that the Doctor freaking regenerates constantly. Sometimes it'll be good, sometimes he'll have a little time adjusting. It's just how it was. But Clara just like, don't you ever, like when they did the whole Let's Kill the Moon, don't you ever do that or put us in danger again. He's never put anyone in danger willingly. He's always tried to keep people safe. It just, sometimes it backfires because, sometimes things happen. And the thing was, I just freaking hated Clara after that little one thing. I was like, Clara, just die, please. Like, I never wanted a character in Doctor Who to die. Because, yeah, even the most annoying companion can be good sometimes. Like, I thought Rose would be annoying. She was the first companion I actually saw. I thought she would be annoying. But she got good. I thought Donna would be annoying. She was good, too. I wish that one chick from the Titanic, too, actually became a companion. Because I think that would have been cool for David Tennant. But if you want more David Tennant or Matt Smith comics, go to your local comic store, or if you don't have enough money for comics and you need it for something else, if you don't have enough money for comics, I do suggest you can get them on your tablet. I was reading this awesome little story about David Tennant, about the David Tennant Doctor, the 10th Doctor. And it was good. It was about, like, singing parasites. And I was like, that's a new one. I liked it. And even the writing itself felt like a David Tennant story. And I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. Like, seriously. So if you want more David Tennant, more more 11th Doctor, more 12th Doctor, there's always these comics, and these comics are so good. Like, seriously, they are so good. But back to Clara. I mean, I don't know. To me, Clara was good at a point when Matt Smith was still around. But I feel like, yeah, Clara should have left a long time ago. This spring we're gonna have a new companion, and she's gonna be cool, I guess, and all this good stuff. Let me look at the time. Guys. Let me look at the time. Hold up. I'm finishing up here, but I just wanted to say. Okay, we're good for right now. I can keep going for a few more minutes. One of the other things I want to say is, like, I have nothing against Jenna Coleman. She's a good actor. It just feels like the writers were just like, you know what? Let's just make Claire the most unlikable character we could ever possibly conceive. You know, and I'm like, yeah, she should question the doctor, but, like, she kind of shouldn't because she knows the doctor. She's been through his timeline, and they keep saying, "Oh, she doesn't remember." Bull, she does remember. She remembered. She remembered even back. She even remembered in the day of the doctor. Don't tell me she forgot that. She couldn't have forgot that. Those were in her memories. And she knew the doctor changed, and she knew all this, but she questioned the doctor because oh, the plot said so. But, like, if I was writing it, she'd be like, well, even though you regenerated and you did do this and this, I still trust you. But then again, the opposite happened when freaking Claire died, and she was like, "Oh, the doctor will save me. The doctor will save me." I'm like, you couldn't even give her a dignified end. You had to let her die like a spoiled brat. And then have Ishilda. Don't even get me started on Ishilda. Like, Ishilda got on my nerves. Like Ishilda really got on my nerves, and with all the like with all the like different names, because he's like, I'm just called Yes. I'm like. And then, then I start thinking, do you believe in the Yes? Do you believe in the Yes? We're going to guess so hard. We're going to bring you back, Clara. We're going to bring you back. Oh, God. Anyways. So, yeah. I think the way Clara went out was kind of... The way Clara died originally was kind of but they kind of brought her back in the last episode, like, yeah, we're gonna just fly around. We don't have to take you back exactly to your point of time yet. Me and you, Clara, can just ride around. And trust me, I feel like at one point, even though Jenna Coleman's done being Clara, we're gonna see her again. We're gonna see her and Ishilda again, because to me, it's like, when will we not see? Because I think we will see Ishilda and Clara again, like in when the doctor regenerates, we're gonna see them again, and he's gonna probably either wonder who they are, or did he get his memory erased by Clara? That was kind of unclear to me. But either way it goes, that's what's going on right now. That's what's, now Clara is gone. There was a good little Christmas, episode last year and the year before that. But I like the year before that a little bit because it had River in it. But I like last year's Christmas thing, because that was just pretty much like if the Doctor created freaking Superman, and I was like, all the Superman movie references. yeah. And I just been kind of pining for for Superman stuff ever since. I'm glad that Superman's back in DC Rebirth. Like the old Superman, the Superman I used to grow up with is back. Not this douchier Superman that would risk one person, that would risk that would go nuts if one person is gone. Yeah, Superman would be kind of hurt for a bit, but he would understand that he's here to save, that he's here to help everybody, not just to save the one he loves. And that's the thing. I feel like even if Lois died in the main continuity, he'd still have enough to fight for. He'd still have enough to fight for to keep him going. You know? And the freaking annual was Swamp Thing. Oh my sweet God, the annual was Swamp Thing. It was so good, guys. You need to read it. You need to read it. It is so good. It is so good. And may I suggest, if you can't get the comic, go to Comic Historian. He pretty much does a dramatic reading of it. It's so good. It so reminds me of old school Superman. Not that freaking stupid new 52 version that died like a little putz and also had Doomsday inside of him. Let's not even go there. I was so mad about that, I just stopped reading. I was like, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm done. But, oh my God. DC Rebirth keeps doing, like, more things I want to see. Did anybody read the, Suicide Squad versus the Justice League now? That was interesting. Because half of the Suicide Squad now is on the Justice League. And we also got one of my favorite other DC kind of sort of villains and sort of an anti-hero. The Main Man Lobo. The old school Main Man Lobo, not that new one. I don't know whatever happened to that one, but I'm glad he's dead. Or whatever. I'm just glad the Main Man Lobo was back. And he was working with Superman. And he's like at the end of it, he's like, Superman, you did help me out when Max Lord had my freaking brain, so whatever you need, no matter how messy the job, I'll do it. And he's like, yeah, I want you on the Justice League. And freaking Lobo was like, looked like, say again, Pat, say again, I didn't hear that. I'm like, and guys, also this month, the Power Ranger Justice League crossover that really doesn't have any continuity, probably with the main DC Rebirth line, but I don't care. I don't care, because the first issue had me in. The first issue hooked me in. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm gushing like the fanboy I know I am, but oh man, guys, just read that. I'm telling you, if you're a Power Rangers fan or a Justice League fan, you are going to get a kick out of it. But if you're both, I don't think your mind will handle it. You're just gonna be looking at every page going, oh God, guys, I swear, you guys don't even know how good these are. Like, I don't know, DC is killing it. DC is fucking killing it. And it pains me to say this, but Marvel, why are you guys dropping the ball? I mean, I love you too, Marvel, don't get me wrong, but you've been misstepping. You've been misstepping too, man. Love you, Marvel, but you gotta step up the game. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I got other stuff to do. I gotta get ready for some stuff. I'll see you guys later. And seriously, if you're on Roblox, go check out Cabana Bay. I mean, seriously, this room alone is freaking good. It's worth coming here for a bit. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm Bugsy No Name, aka Bugsy J Kuro, and I'll see you next time. Also, I am going to relax for like an hour. I will see you all later. I think that's about it, and yeah. Oh yeah. Also, before I get out of here, I'm gonna be doing a review on the Wander Over Yonder fanfic by Dr. Indigo, because I've been reading that, and oh my god, it's good. Wander Over Yonder. Like, I can accept that, even though it's kind of out of continuity with the actual Wander Over Yonder stuff. You can kind of think of it as a third season almost. It's that good. Dr. Indigo, if you see this video and you've just heard me praise your fanfic, keep up the good work, man or woman. I don't know which gender you are, but seriously, keep up the good work. Anyways, I'm Bugsy No Name, aka Bugsy J Kuro. Hell, I'll say my full name. Bugsy John Kuro. And I'll see you next time.